have gone over and over to the point of over speaking on things. And I did say that, but this is what the narrative everybody wants to push. Like, I come to him. I haven't come to him. I've had him and Pill blocked for at least 4 weeks or more. I haven't spoke upon his name because I've been to the police. I haven't come to him. If I've come to anyone and they're come to an in, I've scrolled on straight away. So I haven't done all that, but everybody has run with that. I've done all these things, so it's acceptable, but I deserve what he's doing.
I don't think any of us deserve the level of hurt and disrespect that this particular man has said and done to people. Like, I say it, I stopped, and you don't obviously know this because you've had me blocked, but I stopped talking or go and having associate with Dan, even though me and you weren't talking at the time when he said what he said to you. But you wouldn't know this because you don't watch me. And you can ask Pearl, you can ask Cockapoo, anyone. I didn't want nothing to do with him, but I think you've got to remember, you know, just like how you've said to me, like you've done shitty things to me. You got to remember, people don't just say things for a reason. You've obviously said things to other people. In hindsight's a very good thing because
but all right, you're saying I've said things to other people, right? So what would you class me saying to other people, warranting what I've had done to me?
I don't know, like, I don't know what Dan's, I know he spoke about your grandkids, but I don't 100% know what he said about you. I don't watch him, honestly.
Well, he told me I'm a nonce victim. He said I'm a sadistic. He said at least his grape was from a stranger and mine was from my dad, my nonce dad. He's said that I'm an alcoholic, drink around my grandchildren, 9:30 in the morning. He said numerous things, told me to get run over, told me to unalive myself, told me so many different things.
And this is what I don't agree with. And I only heard the nonce victim thing and I stopped talking to him then. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know all this other things that he said about you because once I dislike somebody, you can ask Alex, me and him had a back and forth for fucking years before I start sitting in his room. Do you know what I mean? Once I don't like something about a certain person, I won't watch him. I don't associate with them. And I said this a long time ago that he will throw everybody under the bus, and he's done exactly the same what I said he was going to do. I love Charlotte Essay. That's absolutely just, this is what I mean. And I feel like if people had called it out then about him, not now, I think we wouldn't have got to the stage where we are now.
I know, and I agree. I actually agree with you. Same as what Corey said to Sophie. I don't like Sophie, but what he said to her at that time, I called out and I said it was absolutely fucking disgusting. Nobody deserves that. And everyone was in uproar because Corey said it, and rightly so.
But you know what really irritates me, and like you're saying you're agreeing, and I think like now because you're hurt as well, I think it's heightened from you. But because when he was speaking about my kids the first time, nobody called it out. And then he's got to the extreme where he's calling my kids bastards.
I didn't even know called your kids out. I don't watch Dan. You can ask Dan from the minute. I've never really liked Dan. I've never been in his room really. I've never supported him. I've never done any of that. Yes, I went into Pearls.
Just have a certain level of tolerance for the kids. Like people still sit with Alex, and some people don't agree with what Alex says. So I think we can't blame other people with what we do because as humans.
No. I'm not blaming other people. What I'm saying is, me personally, you can ask any of these. I never went in Dan's room. I never went in there.
They tried to say he blasted. He definitely no. He admitted it. UK's finest. He said that no. I called her kids a bastard. Now what? Alex. What I'm trying to say, I'm saying.
Alex, do you want my box?
People have a certain level of what they is acceptable when it comes to their friends. So we can't call out other people's friends when some of us, we do let things slide that our friends say.
You do, and I agree with that.
And that's where we go wrong. That's where we go wrong because
I agree with that. But like for me, I know what everyone was saying about Alex. Like I didn't even want to bring Alex into it, and I took a step back because I didn't want Alex getting shit for me.
The thing is, like I think with this app, it sometimes become guilty by association. I think that's kind of what happens a lot. And like I said, I just sit in the comments, but I think he got ghosted. And I think sometimes, I know we all point fingers and we all say someone's this, but you associate with probably the most dangerous person I know on this app's Top Girl,
Who's that?
Lexa.
Who's Lexi? My mod.
To continue.
She's
My mod.
possibly the most dangerous person on this app without a country mile.
Alex, you can't say that because people could probably say that about you.
Well, she told everyone that she had proof of on her phone of me committing domestic violence, went around the app, putting it in the chat, saying, I've got the proof, it's true. I've got the proof on my phone, he's done this. And then it all come out that it wasn't true. And then she went, oh, no, it was just what I was told. No, you went round the app and told everyone that you had the proof on your phone that I committed domestic violence.
Right. So she's done that to you, and so the thing is, so you're putting me in a shit position because she's a really good friend of mine.
She's a domestic violence mocker, but everyone cries
Alex,
about,
but then people can say stuff about you.
But no, they can't, no. What can they say about me?
Right, so you're still friends with the person who said that you wanted to sleep with a 3-year-old?
The same night that guy went live and said, do you know what? I shouldn't have said that. It was wrong. On Canadian Andrew's live, me and Corey hashed it out off the app, had a massive row. But you know what? We have to do it on the app, but everyone else that falls out can have conversations off the on the phone.
No. And then Alex, and then the day after, he come out and said that we was making up a story to see what we can say on the app. So everything's conflicted. Like, what do we believe and what do we don't believe? Do you know what I mean?
That's got nothing to do with it. No one come to me and said, "Is this true?" I've not. That's the first time I've heard of it. I never heard Corey say that. Oh, we made up this story.
There's a screen recording. I'll have to find it and send it you.
No, but that was beforehand. That was when we went live, and that's what we was first talking about. Like I said, it was two separate situations, two separate different conversations. You know what I mean?
I just think, like we said, like a lot of people have done shitty things, but let's not call it out when it only affects us at that point. Let's call it out right from the beginning, and then we wouldn't get to the stage where we are at now.
Why they should have called it out about Nana, but they didn't.
But it'll always escalate, and it's never going. No one's ever going to rein it in. Do you know why they ain't going to rein it in? Is because we find things acceptable to a certain standard, and then when it gets to a level when our own people are involved or our friends, then we'll want to call it out because But we see other people go through the same struggles, and we go, you know what? That's fine. Let them. It's got nothing to do with us. That's not It's not a me problem.
And I think that's what I said this morning. Is like we need to stop that as a collective, because that's where we're going wrong on this app. I that's one thing that I will agree with you on.
I agree I do agree, and I also agree with what Alex just said. I think like it is guilty by association. So like for me, when things were said to Alex, I did stand up for him because Alex is a good person in my eyes, and he's been there. Do you know what I mean? So same as anybody else with who they follow, right? But maybe I have overstepped doing an FYP. Maybe I have got too invested in certain things, and I can hold my hand up to that. But like I said, you are right. So now this has been going on for weeks, and I'm upset that people aren't calling it out. And I get it. I get that. At the time, other people are upset when they don't get called out. I get it. I do understand that.
It's a prime example earlier. Pearl went live earlier. And said that I'd said something which I never, Top Girl, and this is the thing.
No, you did, because I was watching you live on a night. So you said the hypocrisy on this app is because. So please don't say you didn't say it. Please get your screen, your live recording. I think it was the first 10-15 minutes of your live. You said the hypocrisy on the app. You've got Pearl sitting there talking about Dan being on an elite awareness, but she was asking for elite awareness to jump in her boxes because she wanted me on it. So I heard that myself. I don't know who told Pearl, but I heard it myself.
Okay, you heard that, did you? Well, I'll get the screen. I'll get the live replay and that just to prove a point now.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, because I said Pearl was live saying, and she was moaning about Dan's situation, but everyone was asking to get the pages in the live to bring me and get me.
No, you said Pearl. You said Pearl.
Okay. I will 100% prove you wrong.
Perfect. That's fine.
This is what I mean, and everyone's going to say...
No, Alex, I've said, please prove me wrong, because if I've got that wrong, then I will take the blame, because I'm saying it again. I'm repeating what Pearl said earlier, because you said the hypocrisy on this app, you used that word, the hypocrisy on this app. Pearl's in there talking about elite awarenesses because Dan's on it, but she was asking for everyone to come in there live, these awareness pages, because she wanted me on it. This is what you said.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go and download my live. When was it? Yesterday?
No, this morning. This morning.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning. You had about 300 people in your live. When you was, shall I tell you when you was talking about it? Shall I tell you when you was talking about your new layout and then your gift got turned off? So I was in the live. I heard it myself as well.
Can I just say in the nicest possible way, this is Nana's platform, so if you want to take this up, Top Girl, take it to your own platform.
He asked me a question. Heck.
Go for it. But again, it's getting switched around from what the issue was, which was you guys sorting it out.
I don't think I mentioned it today at all. I'm surprised.
Alex, did you talk about your layout of your new layout and stuff like that? It was, I think it was about 10 to 9 o'clock, because I was on the way to drop Nia off to school.
Why was 1 minute? Let me 2 seconds.
I'd just come back from dropping her off.
2 seconds. Let me go to it.
Sorry, Nana. He jumped in the box, so I was answering his questions. Your gifts were on, yeah, but then they got suspended, and he's like, why is my gift suspended? Maybe it's because of the layout. Guys, I was in the live. Like, please don't tell me what was. Sorry, go on, just Nana. Sorry.
No, I'm just fed up with, like, listen, I've ranted and raved and I'm needed to say it because it's been going on for weeks now. Calling me, telling me, putting other people's mental health on me, but being called out, saying it's people have to protect their own mental health. What the fuck? Inciting hate on me in front of 4,000 people, saying because I turned around and said, be careful who you trust. I wanted a 4,000 people live saying that I'd put someone in a mental hospital. What the fuck?
But you can't, like, that's, are you referring to Rubber Duck there?
Yeah, I'm referring to Pearl putting it out there that me had affected Rubber Duck that much that she had to go into a mental hospital that day for 28 days, and it was on my name that I'd done that to her. And all I'd said was a few days before was to Jess in the boxes when she came in, she was talking about Rubber Duck and the messages and stuff, and I said, just be careful who you trust in with these messages. And that warranted a 4-hour live on me in front of 4,000 people saying I had done that to Rubber Duck.
So obviously Pearl's not got that from anywhere. Rubber Duck's obviously told her. So you can't, and you've got to remember, Pearl's going to protect her niece. Do you know what I mean? So if Pearl's niece is saying that to her, Pearl is going to have a voice for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but without facts,
lies.
How many people on this? All right, then everyone's saying that people should not be running with anything without proof. Where was the proof that happened? Where was the proof that they insist they always have to do that?
Heck, I'm just jumping up quick to tell you this. I'm going to message you something now because you might not see it in the comments. If you can have a look for me.
Of course I can, babe.
Thank you.
No worries.
Honestly, I just feel like a lot of people have been wronged on this app, and your feelings are valid because they're your feelings, and no one can take your feelings away from you. I just think, as a collective, we need to do better. That's what I think. I think we've done a lot of wrong. We've gone for each other. Us women have gone for each other. I just think it's madness, and it's all started from when a certain person's come around us.
I agree with that.
By dragging her back on the app when she's got our MH crisis. We know who's wrong. I honestly, I don't know what you want me to do. Is there anything I can do?
No. I don't want you to do anything, Top Girl. I don't want anybody to do anything. This should have been called out. I'm saying that the people that hate me with a passion have called it out.
I don't hate anyone with a passion. I don't hate.
No, I'm on about the people that do hate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just listened to it back. I can see what Top Girl's saying. I can hold my hands up here. I can hold my hands up. But before today, what's that sound? Before today, I'd mentioned on my live, I mentioned nothing to do with Pearl. I mentioned other people in the live trying to get him in. But today I've said, and it's funny that, Pearl's whinging and that, but the other day I said, but have other people trying to get him in the live. So I can understand how it sounds like I'm blaming Pearl. I ain't blaming Pearl. It was on Pearl's live. But don't get it twisted. The other day, when I'm going to find you the recording, when I said I don't blame Pearl, I said, but at the end of the day, when it was all kicking off, but everyone was trying to get people in the all the awareness pages to do with me. But,
I didn't see the other one. I was just talking about this morning.
Yeah, it was the other day. It was the comment sections and other people was saying, Pearl, share the live to this page, share the live to this page. Pearl wasn't doing it, but everyone else that was in the box, there was 2 people in the boxes that mentioned it, and the comment sections were telling it.
Can you say sorry to me, Alex?
No.
Just Nana, can you tell him?
I can't tell Alex what to do.
Tell him to say sorry to me.
But I'll hold my hands up all the time.
Or can you say sorry to Pearl then?
No, because this is the thing. No, because the other day, she mentioned it the other day again, but this is the thing, like I said. The problem is, like, we'll all say, yeah, this is one thing's not acceptable for one, this is not acceptable for another. But you know what? It's weird. The whole thing's weird because how we've seen this whole thing play out today, right, is I know what's going on. Fucking Stevie Wonder can see what's going on, but they're blaming everyone else, and it's got nothing to do with them. It's their friendships that are all falling apart, right? But they're looking to blame. I got the blame for something, God knows what, earlier. Got nothing to do with me. Their fallout's got nothing to do with me. Oh, Alex is going round house to house speaking to... I ain't putting nothing in no one's head. The only person I very rarely speak to now and again is Luke. Very rare I speak to Luke.
Well, if anybody does speak to Luke, can you please tell him to show the receipts of me messaging one of his mods and asking why he blocked me? Because that's an out-and-out fucking lie.
I don't even know. I got apparently. Well, I got a screenshot. Apparently, I've gone to Canadian Angie and said rice cakes. I messaged rice cakes or something. I've never messaged rice cakes in my life. Like, I don't even know who she is that much. I know she's dance people, but I don't think me and her even had a conversation. It's just weird. This app's so fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. They're full of
Can I
lies.
just
That's why.
interject here?
Yeah.
The name calling, it's really unnecessary. You know, I think that needs to stop because that's just as detrimental as the bullying. I don't agree with calling people sweaty messes, fat face just for men. It's derogatory, and they wouldn't like their community being called names.
Yogi, all right, I don't know whether it was you and stuff, but everyone's done it. Like, I've been called loads. Like, please, let's not just talk, let's talk as a collective. If we're going to talk
And
about
I am
it.
talking as a
You
collective.
know what I mean? I just, no, because you...
But she's talking from in here, Top Girl.
Yeah,
I've never called you for your looks. I've never said anything about your looks or anything like that. I would never do that. I haven't even done that to him.
I just think all of us as adults need to do better because we have let ourselves down recently. We've let ourselves down, and it's a shame because at one point we all used to fucking chill with each other. Do you know what I mean?
It is a shame. It is a shame because, listen, you could all see it was a hate train against me, fucking Alex, Chippy. And I'm not saying that you're to blame. I'm not saying you're to blame, but I'm saying you say something, you say one thing, and then everybody fucking comes for you. And I'm sorry, but they're fucking doing. Everyone jumps on that bandwagon, and I'm not that sort of person either. Yes, I can hold my hands up and say on an FYP pages when I've gone and said things, maybe I've invested too much in giving my opinion when really it's nothing to do with me. But I always say what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I always have done that. Same as with
Trains have been on either side though, and I think that's what we're missing the point. Everyone has done wrong. Everyone's called each other. Everyone's hate trains. Like, there was nobody there except for Pearl.
But I can sit there and say that to you, Top Girl. I can sit there and say what I said, like with your husband. Maybe I was wrong for that because that's your husband, and I've got to see it from your point of view. And absolutely, I can sit there and say that to you. But I haven't worried any of that what they've done to me. I have not, and I can hold my hands up and say that I have not warranted anything that they have done to me.
Come on then. Just to let everyone know the baby's walking now.
You've never gone that low at all because you know I'd tell you if you had.
I haven't. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I invested a lot of time into friendships. I did that's where I went wrong. I think
Alex, you got to remember, I started going for you at a point where you belittled one of my friends and talked about her looks and her weight and stuff, and that's what I didn't like when she had been a supporter of yours for 4 years and she did nothing wrong to you barring being my friend.
No, it's not. You're about Jodie.
Yeah.
Come on now, don't let me get people in the boxes.
No, after the fact, she's gone for you 100%. But before that,
No. Do you know what? I ain't gonna make a spectacle out of this, but let me tell you now, I could bring 4 or 5 mods up into here. Jodie's fucking criminal on this app. Let me tell you now.
She's very, very mixy. Even I've
she's
seen
not.
fucking
No, she's
messy as-
after the fact. She 100%. She probably has because you belittled her. You tried to fucking go for her for no reason. So she's obviously going to hit back, just like we all hit back. Is she not allowed to hit back?
Are you two friends?
Jodie.
Hmm.
She's not Jodie FYP. Jodie, my Jodie. Jodie FYP is nothing to do with me.
No, I don't mean. No, I'm on about the one that you always sat with in your room.
Yes, she's my friend. She's my best friend.
Wasn't she with Dan?
Is she?
Well, that's
Well,
Jodie
I'm sure.
FYP, Nana, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, am I getting mixed up?
The one that's been talked about last few days.
No.
Again,
no,
can
no.
I, as an adult, tell anybody, even if she's not, can I as an adult, tell anyone where to sit?
No, and I can't either, and I've said that. I don't care
She
where
might like
anyone
Dan,
sits.
but I don't like him. She might like Dan. How can I tell somebody
Well, you
where they
can't,
sit?
no, and I can't.
Oh,
Do you know
ignore
what I
me.
mean?
No, I'm just asking. It was just I
No,
don't
I
even.
think I've got confused with both of them.
I think no,
Right.
you haven't. But the thing is, right. This is the problem here, right? Is I understand people are their own people and people can sit wherever they want. However, I would look at someone a little bit different, right? If I'm my close friend, not on about Jodie, I'm on about just in general. If my close friend was in another live, chilling and laughing in the comment sections, chatting away, if I was being dragged, I would kind of, look at it and think, you know what, it's a bit weird. I mean, people can go wherever they want. But like today, I've seen one of Miss Red's mods gifting Dan while he's saying the mad things about Luke, and I'm thinking, like, where does loyalty start and where does it end? You know what I mean? If one of my mods was gifting someone that was slagging me off, I would look at that person differently and think, you know what? You obviously clearly don't like me. You can still support this person, of course, and sit there. But if you are gifting them then they're slating me, then I'm going to look at you a little bit different.
See, that's
But
what
I would.
So that's where me and you are different. I let anyone go wherever they want. Like when I stepped away from Dan a long, long time ago, everybody was still there. So I can't tell anyone where to go. Everyone's an adult. Everyone has to make their own minds
No,
up.
no. I'm not saying that I'm not telling anybody in these rooms or wherever they want to go, they're adults who can go where they want, do what they want, say what they want. But for me, if one of my mods, that's different, a mod of mine, then I would be upset that that person was in there when they're saying the fucking absolute worst things. I would
With
then.
me, as long as they're not joining in with it and slating me, I don't care where anybody, honestly, and that's just me. As long as they're not in the mix of it, like saying, yeah, that person's a dick, her kids are bastards, blah blah blah. I don't really give a fuck. That's just me.
And that's fair enough. That's on you. But I'm saying I agree that if it was just a person that was in and out of the rooms and went anywhere, that's different. But if it was a mod of mine, absolutely, I would question their loyalty and I would probably drop them as a mod.
No, I just see it as the way I am. Like, as long as they're not slating me, I don't really care. People can sit where they want, spend their own money where they want. You can't.
Yeah, but then how do you know if they're not doing that behind your back? How would you know if they're not doing?
Because that's
do you know
where
what I
trust
mean?
comes into it. That's where, like, that's where trust comes into it.
I don't know. I'm just not.
This is what I mean. I honestly, I just. You know what it is?
Do you know what I'm sick of hearing as well? It's just an app. Yes, it's just an app. Okay, we'll all sit there and say, yes, it's just an app. Yes, we all do name calling. Yes, we all can say these things. But when it goes to personal stuff and then they're saying, well, get off the app. Well, hang on a minute. You should not want to do that to somebody that much that they don't want to be on here. That's not okay.
No, I don't. I think it does come to trust, because listen, I trust Josie with my life. Like, you don't understand. She's the same person off the app that she is on the app. you don't, let's just forget about other people and talk about what we ourselves and what we do as people and how we can change things. I don't think we should be like, well, this person sat there and that person sat there, because everyone can sit and spend the money wherever they fucking want.
They can, I agree.
Can I
Hold on.
just say, because of the name calling, and I'm not just blaming one community for it, it's lots of communities. It's making it very uncomfortable to go in other rooms. I've got to be honest.
I've got to agree with that. There's so many people have said that.
I've got a question to ask. Top Girl, so if your best mate went into a room that you'd had a fallout with and was sitting there and sent an art being gifted, how would that make you feel if that person has really gone mad at you?
Firstly, I don't really care where people spend their money. I'm not gonna like this is I'm being truthful. I really don't give a fuck where people spend their money.
But what happened if it was like a close friend of yours that spoke to you off the app and, you know, messaged you off the app and was
So
friends?
I've literally just gone over this, right? As long as they're not sat there saying the same thing as the person who's saying it, I do not care where people go. Like, listen to this, right? Hold on. So I speak to Cockapoo off the app. I probably speak to her maybe nearly every day, maybe every other day. Do you know what I mean? She goes everywhere. But I know she's not sat there slating me.
Yeah, but I've got a friend off the app and on the app. And I know full well that this friend of mine would not sit in a box or sit in the live if that person had slighted me or gone really nasty at me. I know this, but I can bet hundreds of thousands on it. I know she wouldn't.
I think it's about morals, isn't it?
I think it's about how you treat your friends. If you treat them as adults or you treat them as like they're not allowed to do that. Like, we're not dictators around here. We allow people to go wherever they want.
They're loyal friends. Top Girl, they're not dictator. Don't tell her where to sit and where not to sit. It's called loyalty.
No, I think my friends are very loyal to me.
Yeah.
My friends
Well, my loyalty is that I would not sit in another person's box if my friend was being slighted, and I know my best friend wouldn't do that to me. And
I think it's a personal choice, though. I do think it's a personal choice. If you can do that, good for you. But me personally, I don't think
it's not loyal. To me, it's not loyal. To me, it's not a loyal friend. If my friend
that's okay for you to say that. Trace,
yeah, your opinions are valid, and I'm hearing you, Tracy.
I think everyone's different here. I think like people accept different things, and you know what I mean, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I think like you know, and you know, as much as I don't speak to Jodie and don't go, and we can't make it about our Jodie situation here because I think everyone's a bit guilty of this, in you know, a little bit in a sense of we kind of turned a blind eye to certain things, and you know,
because Alex, you probably have friends who have slated your friends on the app many times.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a difference. You know, we're not talking about slated. There's people that will message me and saying I don't like that person. That's fine because that's an opinion. You know what I mean? But then there's a different level. You know what I mean? Like, you know, for me on the app at the moment, it's like a command and conquer. It's like putting the knee onto the throat and you know trying to restrict the air. That's what the app's going on. That's what's happening on the app at the moment. That everyone's trying to silence the other platform. You know what I mean? So there's a little bit of a difference now because you only do it for one reason and one reason only. If you're looking to cancel someone or you're looking to get someone off the app or affect someone so bad, and you know, and each their own. I mean, I've been brought up a few times today, and I think it's quite funny, really, because like I said the other day, I said my favourite person on this app, you know, a year or so ago was Pearl, without a shadow of a doubt. Pearl was my favourite. I had a lot of time for the woman. I thought she was the greatest thing. We used to have a banter, used to have a laugh. And then Pearl mentioned the other day saying, "Oh, the reason I remember when everyone was going after me, and I feel bad for Dan because it's happening to Dan." But that time, it was only me that was supporting her. You come a little bit later. You know, you come a little bit later because I remember on the one, me and her was in the box, and someone said Top Girl's slating you in Angie's live, and she said, "I don't care what Top Girl's saying." So at that time, initially at the first, you wasn't her friend. It was just a little bit after you kind of said, "You know what, this isn't fair." You know what I mean? She shouldn't. And then you did support her. You know. But at the first time, it was just me and her on the platform. Was getting absolutely destroyed.
I think, and I said it about you this morning, like you and Angie were the only people to, because I didn't even know you actually. I think one of your mods came in and said, actually, Alex did call it out when you spoke about your kids, but I think it was you and Angie was the only one till this day that spoke about my kids.
You can't really say I spoke about your kids, really. Come on now.
No, not about like defended my kids, saying why is somebody talking about my kids?
I've always done about
No. Okay, no, we're not going down that road again, are we, Alex?
Well, I said it's about the fucking earphones.
Don't start, because I'll say it again. Just saying.
I did say it was right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, well, there's right's right, wrong's wrong. Even if you're not getting on with someone, if you say something you don't agree with, you just don't agree with it. So that's how it is.
Innit, Amy? Fucking hell. But I got his ears checked, guys. His ears are totally fine. Right? Alex, then bought him some headphones, didn't you, Alex?
Yeah. Beats.
But yeah, so what shall we do? What shall we do from this day forward? I think Alex has a lot of apologies to do. Just Nana and me have sorted it out with best friends, and we're going for dinner tomorrow. She's paying.
Definitely not.
Uh-huh. But what do you think people should do for this day forward?
Can I just butt in here a little bit, right? There's two things I want to cover. One's loyalty and one's about, I think if we go back to the conversation where people are sent information and then they start running with information that's not true, I think everybody on here, no matter whether you don't like, because I heard your top girl saying earlier that, well, at that point you didn't stick up for Just Nana because you were mad at her because of the situation that happened back then. But I think at the end of the day, we all have to kind of put that aside. It doesn't matter, as everybody says, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I think even if you're disagreeing with someone else at that point in time, you still should make sure when someone tells you something, make sure you've got receipts, make sure you've seen it and you've got facts before. And everybody needs to do this across the board, because this is where a lot of it comes from, because people are just seeing the comments and then they'll run with something, or, oh, did you see what happened in that live? No, I didn't. That's just what I would say. No, I didn't, but let me see what happened, or send me a screenshot, or can you get a recording? Whether I like that person or not, you should always get facts before you start going on here accusing, because this is where it's all coming from. And then going on to the loyalty point of view as well, like, loyalty isn't measured by proximity. Like, online stranger friends usually earn loyalty through honesty, or sharing vulnerability, or choosing each other without obligation, while real life friends inherit loyalty through history and routine and presence and time. For Chippy and I, like, I've known Chippy nearly coming up probably 6 years, and I didn't just trust Chippy within even probably the first year. Like, he was my friend and everything. But for me, loyalty is an extremely, it's not something that I just, if I've known somebody for 3 months or 6 months, that I'm going to be loyal to them. It has to be something for me, whether it be online or whether it be offline. It takes a long time for me to trust people. And it's not that I've had anything in my life happen to do that. It's just I'm very, very aware of the world today. And that's why I choose to make sure that I know somebody first, or I'll sit and I'll watch them and I'll see how they behave, I'll see how their actions are before I learn to have full trust in anybody. And I don't think online loyalty and real life loyalty, there's a difference. I think they're just forged differently. So loyalty to like online friends can be deliberate and fiercely intentional, but loyalty to real life friends is steady and it's deep rooted. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I agree.
That's how I feel. Like, with me, is very, very deep rooted with the people that I trust off the app, and the people I've met off the app. If I didn't trust them with everything, I wouldn't have gone that far to show my real life and who I really am. Because on this app, I'm nothing like I am off the app. Do you know what I mean? I think it is rooted. Hi, Karen.
Right. Can I have my opinion now? I've been dying.
Right, yeah, just because I'm going to jump out the box, Kieran, sorry, I'm going to jump out. I'm working, but I just want to say as well, even if you've met somebody once, or you talk to them on here and you go and meet them once, oh, but I know this person off the app, they're a great person. You can't really say that, because it takes a long, long time to get to know them. You can't just meet somebody on a night out and go, yeah, they're actually a good person on a night out. Of course they are. You're on there, you're having fun, you're out for a good night. Yeah. Of course they're going to be a good person. But you can't judge somebody being a good person on one meeting or something. That's just my opinion. I don't know MD else, because everybody's version of loyalty is different. But But for me, I personally wouldn't judge somebody just meeting them
I think scientifically it's proven that you don't actually know somebody 100%. I think it's 15 to 20 years. It takes,
and even at that, Top Girl, you can think you've known somebody and then they do something shitty to you, right? So it's like,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you didn't trust or be loyal to somebody in your life over a long period of time, then that's quite a sad thing that you don't. You've got to give some sort of trust somewhere. But I think just to have online trust with people over short periods of time, whether it be 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, is a very silly thing to do. I think you have to just give it a little bit at a time and a little bit and build it up, not just a full trust in somebody because they just shit on you. But
Alex, stop knowing somebody for 6 months and say you'll go to prison for them, all right?
Anyway, I'm going to drop. I'll let Kieran carry on.
Thanks, Millsy.
All right, I'll be in comments listening. Bye.
All right, Millsy, thank you. Go on, Kieran.
Well, my opinion on it, if you chat someone off the app, whether it be on Facebook, WhatsApp or something, you don't go in the person that lagging you off live. You completely cut the person that are lagging them off out your life. And you pull them up when they're done bad shit because you don't just brush it under the carpet. You pull them up on it. I'm sorry, I'm sick of people not tackling the root of the issue. If they said something awful and abhorrent, you don't just wipe it away like it never happened. You pull it up at the root of the issue.
I agree.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're right, Kieran. You are right. If somebody at the time, when people are saying that's when it should be called out.
Because I come. Sorry. I come in here every day. Sorry,
Kieran.
I come in here every day, and if I started going into them people that are flagging you off, I would expect to be brought up on it. Because it's not right when you show someone loyalty, then you don't give it back to them. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I'll let someone else pick now.
I agree, Karen.
I'm at work, so I'm just jumping up quickly. But this is how it's done. You have a conversation, you listen, you respect each other, you take it on board. There's no need to bring past history, trauma, DV, whatever it is. There's no need for it. There is literally no need for it. And if you can't do that like an adult, turn off the app, revisit it another day, talk about it another time. There's no need to do all of this and upset everyone in the process for views, for money, for gifts. That tells me a lot about you and your life. And I'm aware, Pot Noodle, that Chippy was just about to speak, but I did say I'm just at work, so I wanted to drop up and say that. Sorry, Chippy.
No, don't apologise. I what do you call it? I'm sat listening anyway, so what can I ask, because obviously I've missed the beginning of this, why are we talking about loyalties and stuff like that? What's it to do with?
I don't know, it just got brought into it.
Because I think loyalty, at the end of the day, any loyalty, any friendships are built on trust. And they're built over a period of time. You don't trust somebody just because they have something in common with you. You don't just befriend somebody because they have something in common with you. You befriend somebody because they're likable. My whole thing, if we're going to talk about a certain particular person that's being dragged at the moment, like they should be, they've shown that they're not really friends. They're out for themselves. Their friendships are based on what they can get out of the app.
They're all friends again now, Chippy. You're all right now. They're all friends.
You are?
They're all friends again now.
Oh, are they all friends again now, are they? After calling each other nonces, etc. People don't talk like that when they've got friendships. I've fallen out with people on here. I won't speak about them because I don't want to drag people I called a friend once. For me, friendship is something that you when you call somebody a friend, it's because you like a person. How can you one day say you like somebody and then the next day say you don't like them? It just doesn't work. Life doesn't work like
If
that.
everyone's friends again, so everything you said, that people calling people's kids and people talking about SH, was that just a lie then?
They all stand on shit, a lot of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, apparently, what I've just been told, Pearl's gone live and said Dan and Luke have sorted it out now. Red's put orange hearts in her name and she's up talking about
you're a lying bastard.
I don't believe any of them fell out anyway.
Chippy, I'm not lying.
No way. Don't tell me that bullshit.
No, I'm not lying. Go and have a look now. Olivia, go to Pearl's live. I'm not lying. Someone just messaged me. Someone that I trust.
Who with that?
Trust me. I'm not lying to you.
It's true. Are you winding me up, you lot, or what?
No, it's happening now. This is what I'm saying to you. You all think I've got no reason to joke.
Nah, I think I'm being wound up here.
All right, Chippy, you've been wound up, mate.
I think it were all a setup. I don't think they fell out in first place.
So I just want to get it right. So everybody who said that we stand with these people and we think everything that's said about kids and SH and SA and calling people non-victims. Sorry, just Nana. Do you think is that I don't get it? Please, can we just I want to know, is it true or is it not? I don't get it. Like
it's happening. It's all going on now. Look, it's
I need to see this because after what I've heard today, and everybody's saying, "Oh, we're now backing off. We're doing this. We're doing that."
What do you ask Luke? He's in here now under the Filler Show account.
Under the what?
Obviously, I think what he said wasn't bad. That's what they think. So,
oh, you got to be fucking winding me.
They're the people that are leading this app, as they like to think.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're not fucking leaders, you're absolute fucking hypocrites if that's what's the fucking case is, and I will fucking say it, you are a bunch of two-faced, absolute weak-ass cunts if that's what's happening right now, I'll tell you that now. You fucking pathetic bunch of bastards, you stand for fuck all. Don't want to hear any of you calling fuck out, anything out. If you think Dan, the little fucking pipsqueak on this app with the biggest mouth, can talk like he does to people and act like he does to people, and you can't even fucking stand on some morals and call the cunt out and stick with it for fucking less than fucking 2 hours, you're a pathetic bunch of cunts, and I'll tell you straight to your bastard faces, you two-faced absolute cunts. You're not worth the fucking shit on my shoe. Seriously. Pathetic. And I hope you aren't winding me up because that's how I feel.
No one's winding you up.
No fucking morals whatsoever. You're out for money. You're out for fucking manipulation, money, and bullshit. That's what you stand for. And I got sick and tired this morning of hearing Pearl's not involved. Pearl was bullying around this app with fucking Dan. She had plenty to fucking say. She loved the fucking... Yeah, there we go. You report me as much as you fucking want. I'll jump out, Nana.
All right.
Can I just say, all this, I'm not going to call that behaviour out because I don't like that person that they're talking about. Needs to stop. It's ridiculous. Not calling somebody's behaviour out because you don't like the person that they're talking about. That's what needs to stop.
Do you know, should I tell you how this plays out now? It all gets deflected onto a slot now.
Yeah, definitely.
So apparently there's been a call, right? So there's been a call to apparently dead it on the app, and it's time to take accountability. I think that's a load of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that's a load of fucking bullshit because yesterday there was a big massive monologues from everybody that we stand with people, like we think it's wrong to call kids and we think it's wrong.
Yeah, but Top Girl, not one of them yesterday would mention just Nana's name. Not one of them. It will like
nobody mentioned my name. No one mentioned my name as well, just Andrea. Let's put it out there. No one spoke about
Nana was mentioned, then said that she'd done it for sympathy and attention. So take that as you will.
And
I don't angry.
They've always said that. I just and why wasn't you in the call, Top Girl? I'm not in. Do you think I want to be on the call with fucking someone like Toxic Dan? Toxic. Do you think I would be in a call with him?
Do you know what makes it? Do you know it pains me to say this, but I'm gonna have to be honest, right? We all, right, there's been over the times we've all had a go at people like Canadian Angie and all this stuff, and everyone was uproar, you know, when she mentioned domestic violence and saying, I can't believe she said that about Red's domestic violence and all that stuff. But we lead by example, right? So in one breath, you've got a friend that you're bigging up online that's dragging people's domestic violence across the app and laughing about it. And you've got a mod that you know about that's obviously mocking domestic violence as well. But then everyone's attacking an individual for mentioning it. But we lead by example, don't we? But we as people, especially as live hosts as well, is meant to lead by example.
Maybe stop. I don't know what to make of it, honestly. I'm shocked. I'm actually disgusted. I'm not going to fucking lie. How are you going to call anybody else out when you're sat with the biggest person who's the biggest problem on this app?
Can someone fill me in? What have I just heard was?
Sorry, if it was just once or twice, fair enough. But this has been repetitive over the last 8 weeks. It's been repetitive.
Apparently, Corey's. I mean, it has been confirmed by the whole live earlier because I only heard it through the grapevine. So Corey went live and showed apparently showed 18 times where Dan's gone after people's kids. 18 kids he's gone after.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 18, and I didn't even know it was that bad.
Knew what it was, and it came up. I think there was 18 or 19 people, individuals, where he's gone after them and their kids.
He's threatened to dox me and my kids, knowing that I've got a history of being involved in nearly 1,000 peddler cases. So I'm at serious danger of retribution. And he's literally threatened me with that if I didn't take a post down, that he would dox me and my family. So I backed off, obviously, because I put my kids first. And he's now come for me again over the ghost post the other day. And he told me yesterday that regardless of him knowing that I'd be in severe danger, and there is already a marker on my house, that he doesn't.
Somebody unmute me, please, because I can't even reply to the comments.
So I'll do it.
So really, all they've proved today is not one of them stand on morals. It's all about the money and the gifts that they were losing and the viewers. That's all they've proved. That's all it means to them.
But
the whole fucking lot of them.
Do you know what the bigger picture is, though? I think everybody's missing the point. So what they've just done today is they've gave Dan the green light to go even lower next time, because talking on people's kids is already low. Then to mock people's traumas is even lower. What's next? What's next for them?
But I've been made out to be the bad person for putting him on an awareness page, which isn't just a nonce page, it's for Rungans. So I'm the bad one, but he can be let off and he can get away with everything that he's doing.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. What does he have to do for them to see? Like, why, with everybody else, they're quite happy to drag and pull everybody all over the app. So what's different with him? I don't get it.
Okay, no, guys, I'm shocked. I
don't understand it, but I am doing a live tonight at 7:30, and I'm going to show the stuff which made me want to put the awareness out about his actions and his behaviour. So I'll be showing all the videos which made me decide that he needed putting out as a Rungan, because I'm not having people coming at me and making me out as scum, as I was called yesterday, because I put him up as a Rungan. If he doxes me, he doxes me. You know, I've kept my identity rather under wraps for 7 years in the hunting community. But if he wants to be the one to put it out there, be it on his head if there's consequences. So, but yeah, 7:30 tonight I'll be live and I'll be showing it all anyway.
Can I tell you what done it for me? I'll just quickly before I jump down because I have to go and get the kids. But what done it for me is the day that he went for Just Nana, and when I heard him turn around and say that not only was she a Ponce victim, she was also a statistic. Now,
yeah, that was me as well. That was the day that I put the post out, and that was the one he threatened to dox me over and made me put an apology out and take it down.
Yeah, it's honestly, it baffles me.
I think it's just a shame that everybody who had been hurt thought, right, okay, Miss Red and Luke are standing on business now. They understand that people are hurt, and now everything's just not even 24 hours later, they
100%.
revoked everything
I
they'd
didn't
said.
think that because I thought they did it way too late.
I thought they did it way too late because the time that was spoken about my kids this time, it was the second time. Nobody called it out the first time. Nobody called it out the second time. Not that I saw anyway. I don't know. It's just a shitty position to be in, but it is what it is.
It just goes to show that anyone can do anything on this app as long as people are lining their pockets. People don't give a flying shit.
Can I? When did all this get turned around today? Because I've missed it.
I don't know. But anyway, the people. I know you are cam-2ing us, right? You moaned about earlier monetizing off cam-2ing. Other people are monetizing off it. So can you stop cam-2ing, please, and stop monetizing off the live, please? Thank you.
If they're all cam-2ing, here's a message for you all. You are the lowest of the low, the lot of you. Because that man cannot be defended. There's no justification for what that man has said. And if that's your type of friendships, stick your friendships right up your jackses and you can keep them. And now you are the same as him. You're enabling him, you're the same as him. And I am not going to fucking talk to any one of you ever fucking again. I will never befriend one of you again.
Right,
and
I've
I
got a message.
will fucking
Hold
go
on.
after every bastard word you have to
Alex,
say.
1 minute.
from now on.
Sorry, Chippy, 1 minute. Apparently, hold on, let me read this message.
Every one of you. Two-faced.
Okay,
Fucking
guys, 1 minute. So apparently
greedy
there's no change of position from Miss Red and Luke. They're not going to go into each other's live. They're just going to stop the back and forth between them two.
Yeah, whatever. It's a cop out. A cop out.
Do you know why? It's because they can't handle the back and forths, and that's the truth. You know, Dan's very unpredictable, as you've seen. Like, they know they can't handle it. He's like a male Evil Queen, right? He's very similar to Evil Queen. He won't stop. He's resilient, and he'll take exactly what's coming to him because he doesn't care. Exactly like EQ, and they don't know how to handle him, and that's the truth.
Right, so I'm just reading the messages.
Can I just let you know, Monday morning I'm holding a live. It's called "Are You a Chicken Shit?" and they're all invited.
Right, can I read this next message? Hold on, Chippy.
Well said, Chippy.
Sorry.
No, you all right, love?
But this is to stop the back and forth between Dan and Luke. But do we really? And I understand that as well. Do we really want the back and forth because it's going to hurt Luke more and Dan more? Do you know what I mean? Like, do we want that?
Okay. So
What
when they're
about
all
everyone else that this is
yeah, so
hurt,
when
though?
top
No, I agree with that as well.
Yeah,
I
so when
agree
they're
with
in
that.
lives, right? So when they're in lives together, and Dan's saying, "Oh, Alex, you beat your ex up," and the person that knows that I haven't is sitting in that live and not correcting him and laughing about the situation. You know that makes you just as bad. So everyone else is allowed to feel the brunt because they've got the brunt now. It's like, oh, let's stop it in the tracks. Let's not call out all the stuff that's been going on for the past fucking few months. But now it's happening. Now it's happening to us. Let's stop it now.
What about the future? What about the stuff that we know that he's going to go on to do in future? Are they going to sit there and call him out for that, or is that going to be brushed over still?
What they're basically saying is, we'll leave you lot to it. We're not getting involved, but we'll keep our platforms, and we don't want the backwards and forwards. But he can say what he wants, and he can come at all you lot, and we won't get involved, and we'll just talk about it, and we'll make money off it because we're goody-goodies. No, fuck off, you bottleless bunch of mm-ms.
I think that's where my problem is coming from. Is like you're dead in it just for your peace of mind, but everybody else is here, and what about their peace of mind? And so your community doesn't really matter to you. You're just thinking about your mental health, and you only called it out when it affected you. And that's
let's be honest, EQ's behind a lot of all this anyway. EQ's bringing that click down inside out. I told Luke that this morning. You can't see it, but it's happening right now in front of your faces. Because if she's advising you in any way, shape or form, she's advised you absolutely wrongly today.
You've played a blinder.
Like a bunch of weak ass. I'll tell you that now. Bunch of weak asses. You stand for nothing. If you can't stand up to one man like him, you stand for nothing. Absolute. You've allowed him to talk on kids, women, DV, traumas, whatever it is. And you've allowed it. You didn't speak up until other people like me, Blaster, Just Nana have spoken up. You've said nothing. You're backed away from it. Now you come on this morning, you're all big. Oh, I'm going to do this. We're not going to do that. We're going to have a backwards and forwards. We're going to get money off this. But then now you're bullshitting everybody again. Oh no, we're gonna calm it now. We're not gonna say nothing. We're not gonna get involved. Fuck off. You're chicken shit. A lot of you. Chicken
as far
shit.
as I'm
That's what you are.
concerned, it's just a case of I'm all right, Jack. Anyway, I'm going to jump and 7:30 tonight, please, if you don't mind joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, this is why I don't come on for 3 weeks, because I'm so angry inside. I just can't say anything calmly anymore. This app is, when people say this app is not real life, yes it is, because we have to take it off this app because of the stuff that's said and done, the way we're dragged as individuals. We have to take it off this app and overthink it and think about it. And then we'd have to turn our phones off and listen to, and turn our phones on and listen to it again and again and again and again, where you're all thinking it's funny and you're making thousands of pounds off it. No, it's not. We expect people like Red and Luke to defend others that can't defend themselves. That's why you've got your platforms you've got. People expect you to defend them, not to back away from it when it gets tough. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Well, grow up, get some balls, and start standing up for the communities that you say you've got. Because it's them communities that are getting affected. It's them people in your communities, the individual communities, that get affected. These people, like Just Nana, support each and every one of you. Where are you backing her up? No, you're not.
We did.
We did. We're all in there giving them our money or giving them our support or giving them our likes or our taps, sitting there for hours listening to them. We support you, yet you want to bottle out of it because some fucking crook-eyed little shitbag can say what he wants and get away with it, talk and drag our kids. Fuck off. Stop being bottlers and stand up to the little pleb.
This is a classic case of, I don't give a shit because it's not happening to me. But when anybody's kids, grandkids, or anything else has been brought up on this DV, whatever anybody's been through, when everyone was getting called peddlers and stuff like that on this app, it was us people that was sat there saying this is wrong. It was us that was, and fucking Alex there for 24 hours standing up for what was right. Everybody else standing up for what was right. And now because it's aimed at somebody else, it's not at you, you don't want to know, you're not interested. Well, shame on you, shame on a lot of you, because that's what you're accepting, because now it's not about your kids, your grandkids, your partners, your family life, your traumas, your DV, whatever it may be. You're all sat there and glad that it's not you, and accept that it's going to be done to everybody else. But shame on you as women and men, human beings, shame on you all.
Exactly. And for them turning around saying, well, Just Nana come to him. The one you're wrong. She didn't come to him. She hasn't come to him for weeks and weeks. And even if she fucking had, does that warrant being called what she was called?
Hold on.
No, not when everyone else
This
does.
Cam 2 bullshit, right? This has been winding me up, right? Anybody can Cam 2 on it. I don't like Cam 2, but anybody can Cam 2, right? If someone's talking about you and you don't want to go in their room or can't go in their room, that's what Cam 2 enables you to do, is to listen to what's being said about you. Now, if someone wants to Cam 2 because they're being dragged, feel free. They can't stop you. It's nothing to do with them. And if they don't want it fucking Cam 2, then don't fucking say it in the first place.
Exactly.
It's that
They've
simple.
Cam-2'd me while I've been upset and crying with my community. They have Cam-2'd me, slated me, dragged my husband, told everybody I drink in front of my grandkids. These are the people that sit there and say they don't allow kids to be spoken about. But my grandkids were spoken about, saying I was drunk at 9:30 in the morning, saying that my husband's an abuser, telling me what my trauma is and what I am, threatening me.
Do you have a
to
husband that you can't drink in front of? Toxic Dan's got nothing but his fucking dog, and his dog don't even like him.
Only the other day, Pearl saying, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to. Everybody, Pearl, don't involve Pearl, don't involve Pearl. Sorry, Pearl. You sat there, hosting a live, allowed that desperate little git to get in a live with Scout Slayer in there, say whatever he wanted to Scout Slayer, mention her kids again, and you didn't drop him, you didn't do nothing, you just allowed it. Just allowed it.
But you're going to
But
remember,
don't tell me you're involved, 'cause you
one
are.
minute, Chippy, because you've been in positions where people have said things about me, and they get other friends as well. You can't blame everything on Pearl. Like
I'm not blaming everything on her, but what I do blame
You
Top
just
Girl,
said Pearl. You
I still
allowed
drop
it.
the
No,
people.
but
How
the
many times
difference
have I
is,
fallen
Top
out with
Girl,
people for
is-
dropping them because of the stuff they've said in my boxes?
the difference is, Top Girl, like you just turned around and said, and you stand for kids and stuff like that. So the difference being is, if something was spoken, even if it was your friend or not your friend, and people jumped in and it's out of your control, you would drop them within seconds. You cannot keep, but I know Pearl's your friend, but on here, you cannot keep defending what things are done when they're all sat there saying kids should not be spoken about, but they're allowing it to be happening in their boxes. If that was the case and kids are off limits completely, you would drop them people without a shadow of a doubt.
Top Girl, do you want me to give you the big realisation? Hopefully this might hit home, and it might hit you somewhere it's going to hurt, but at the end of the day, when your kids got spoken about and that, it's like, I'm not getting involved, they're both my friends, but now the Luke and Dan fall out, then they get involved then, and they wanted to nip that in the bud, just saying. That's the problem there. That's where the realisation is the fact is they wanted to nip that in the bud fast so it didn't escalate, but when your kids are getting spoken about, I'm not getting involved.
Your kids were content, Top Girl, that's basically what he's saying. Your kids were content, but now Luke and Red can't be content. Because that's a different matter.
That's the realisation of it.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that Pearl has just said that it's nipping it in the bud and not giving these other creators and their audiences what they want. Now, with all due respect, it wasn't Alex, Top Girl, Chippy, Nana talking about traumas and being personal. It wasn't you guys talking about kids. It wasn't you guys being absolutely disgusting and affecting people on the app. There are people in every single community who have been affected at some point by CSA, SA, domestic violence, whatever. Everybody has been affected by the things he went at people for. And to put that on us and on other creators like yourselves is sick. It's making us the scapegoat for it. When really all that happened was Luke and Red finally caught up with what everybody else has been saying for months and called him out. But all of a sudden that can't happen. The people's feelings don't matter anymore.
And I think that I've said this earlier as well, like, let's not just be affected when it happens to us. We need to nip it in the bud when it happens to everybody, not just when it affects you personally. And that's where we're fucking going wrong on this app, because people only shout at the rooftops when it hurts them and them alone. Yet when fucking Just Nana got called what she called, I never went back in his live.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get along with fucking Just Nana at the time.
But people keep saying, you know, we gave Corey excuses. Yeah, look how that ended.
Exactly.
So why have they let it go this far?
Right,
You
let
know,
me give me a minute on me.
Corey's also being called out.
Person doesn't mean you know them inside out. You've seen what they want you to see.
Corey's been called out for everything he's done. Every creator at some point has called it out. Now, whether they were friends with him at the time and didn't call it out properly, who knows? But he has been held accountable. Is it done and dusted? No, it'll never be done and dusted because some people are never going to get over what he said. But if he's being held accountable, everybody else is, then, why can't Dan? And this whole, we dealt with it off the app. Listen, if something happens on the app, it gets dealt with on the app. Why? Because it shows you have morals, because it's affected people. It draws a line under it and says where you stand. It wasn't okay for something that didn't happen on the app to be dealt with off the app. That was demanded to be on the app. But who did that truly? Who heard it and was affected by that, by whatever was said? No one heard it apart from the people involved. But
Yeah,
that
the thing
wasn't...
is, sorry, Kelly.
Sorry.
The thing is for me, mate, is the one thing I don't understand is I'm not bothered, right? I'm not expecting anyone to fall out with anyone. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone. It's got nothing to do with me who's friends and who's not friends and who accepts someone's behaviour. I'm not bothered about that. The one thing that does bother me is the fact is certain people get jumped on and held accountable differently to others. And yeah, we are all a little bit biased. I understand that. But the relentlessness of the lives that are going on and saying, okay, my friend's done this, and it's very similar to this person that I don't like that's done, but the relentlessness behind it and the lives that are going on and the hate and that's going through it and the trolling and all this stuff. But you're sitting accepting things that your friends are doing exactly the same, and you're not calling it out. And it's all about, give what you're going to receive in life, and that's how it is. But the problem is, you know, people don't want that because they're scared. And that's the truth. It's all about being scared. They're all scared about losing shit. They're all scared about losing their platform. They're all scared about losing their viewers. And it's a fact. Because if there wasn't, they'd call it out, but they don't.
But do you think?
And also, let me add to that. So everybody is all sat there and bigging Pearl and everybody else up, and I'm calling all of them. Everyone's bigging them all up, right? But these people are running on with no proof whatsoever. They're all sat there telling you that this is what's happened, and they're all rolling with it without no facts behind it. And there's no proof whatsoever, but you are all justifying it on what they're saying. When did it become that we have to sit back and just listen to what anyone's saying and we can all roll with it? There is no proof to these allegations that they are saying on a daily, but you're all running with it because you like that person.
Yeah. And show me in his repertoire of insults, right? And he does have them. Where has he ever used Spina Bifida before? Where?
Exactly.
You can't tell me that was just randomly applied to the blaster. How's she feeling right now about this? You know, like he uses vulnerabilities, and that was very targeted. He can gaslight his way out of it, whatever, but it doesn't mean that was right, or you know, that it just happened, because that is the most random.
But gaslighting and pushing narratives, Kelly Mack, is what a lot of people do on this app. Like everyone was going about, you've told people to want to live themselves, Alex. You told people, Bridges. Yeah, you know what I've said. But you know what it is? That's a narrative that you're pushing. Because like I've always said, if I was going to tell you to jump off a bridge, I'd happily say that, but I don't. What I say is, because where the trolls live, guys, it's pretty obvious. Trolls live under bridges. So when they come in and I'm getting trolled and that, I say, you know what, go and find a bridge. That's what I say. I don't tell them to jump. I don't tell them to do this. This is a narrative that they say about, oh my God, he's telling people to want to live themselves. No, that's in your mind. You know, I've said it once before about Sobriety Jack. If I'm going to tell you to jump, I'm going to tell you to jump. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'll tell you directly, but I don't. I say, you know what, go and find a bridge. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, there's huge amounts of deflection, and it's ridiculous now. You know, hold him accountable, at least show that you stand for something. But, you know, I'm just honestly flabbergasted by the whole thing. My gasted is flabbered.
Especially when things have happened to them people and people have stood up and called others out for what they've been doing to them people. So when anybody's grandchildren was brought up, or with the DV or any trauma that they've been through, whether you like that person or not, same with me, I've always called it out. I've always said it's not acceptable, it's not okay. No, none of it is okay. But not one person wants to, when it comes to this situation and what's being said and done right now in these last few months, nobody wants to stand up in case it affects their platform. And that's not acceptable either. Even if I was off the app and for good and I had one last chance to do, I would still do it, because it's not acceptable for what's going on with everything he's saying and doing. It's not acceptable.
Well, look at Red and Luke's audiences. They have asked for months, are you going to call Dan out on this? Are you going to call him out on that? This, that, always something. And they're like, no, but people stick around because they're waiting for him to be called out and for them to hold him accountable like they would everybody else. You know, all the clips that are played, all the opinions that are given, people wait for that. And when something that big happens, they're waiting for that accountability to be given. And finally, people got that accountability. And you could see people going in the comments, I'm so relieved, thank you, I feel heard, right? Now, all of this, well, if it's depending on the narrative that's being spun, Top Girls received messages saying it's just to keep peace, you know, just to stop the back and forth. The way it's being spun by Pearl is that everything's okay, that it's fine. You know, how are those people feeling right now? How the ones affected?
Even though it's the back and forth is to keep the peace, but that's your peace. What about everybody else's peace? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, you didn't give a fuck when my husband was getting called a rapist. You didn't give a fuck when my fucking 1-year-old child's nappies were being discussed. You didn't give a fuck when my 1-year-old child was being called a bastard. Like, so your peace is okay, but everybody else's peace is not.
Well, exactly.
It's for me. It's just the whole thing's crazy. Like I don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will because I think everyone's different. You know what I mean? And that's fine. But honestly, like how things move and shift so fast on this app is wild. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm starting a new notebook. I'm taking a leaf out of Luke's book, and what I'm going to do is write down that today at 15:11 I agreed with Top Girl.
Oh my god, I'm famous!
I went obviously earlier on, and as the people was in Dan's chat saying to Dan, "Oh, Alex is cam 2ing yeah." Alex, I wasn't at all. I was cam 2ing Gigi, who was mentioning Dan, and those two was having a back and forth, and that I was cam 2ing them. And this is how the chat sometimes winds the live up. You know what I mean? They'll escalate the live saying, "Oh, he's cam 2ing yeah." I ain't cam 2ing. I was cam 2ing Gigi, and Gigi just happened to be cam 2ing Dan. You know what I mean? And this is the problem here. You know, sometimes.
Guys, I forgot the iPad password. Does anyone know it? 5.
Do you want me to look in my notebook, Top Girl?
Yeah, because I'm gonna block this off. Sorry, guys.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna drop, but thank you for having me up.
All right. This is honestly wild to me.
Oh my god! It was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, Mateo. Yes, it's I love my sister. Oh, hi, Joe Strain. Send me a uni. I don't know. I love Alex.26. All right, Zoe, he's got a girlfriend. Calm down. It's my date of birth because you love me. We all know now. You're not going to come to my house and hit the iPad, are you? Fucking hell.
Chippy, are you okay?
I'm just gonna I'll take it. I'll have 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week of dragging now. So yeah, fuck it. You know what I mean? I'll just wait for that coming now.
We've got you.
That's where I'm at.
Chippy.
We have got you.
But I'm not going to keep my mouth shut any fucking longer. I'm sick of keeping my mouth shut and trying to say the right things, do it the right way. From now on, if this guy can come on here and say what the fuck he likes, that gives a green light for every fucker else to do it, does it not?
But even fucking, wasn't it Empty who said like, yeah, go for kids?
Yeah,
he
MT.
I was
For him
really
to say that,
disappointed in
disgusting
him.
MT. Sorry, but yeah, absolutely vile.
It's like because we're in smaller rooms, we're not allowed to have a voice.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, why are these men who have got no kids telling people to go for kids?
Well, it just shows you that in real life he's a knobhead. You know what I mean? If you can say that on an app, then in real life you must be an absolute knobhead, because nobody would say that, would they, in real life? Nobody in real life would say your kids are a target for anybody. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Sad.
and again, why are kids being bought into it?
In
They
fact,
shouldn't
most
be.
people, yeah.
Innocence.
Nobody, I mean, anybody talking like some of these do on here, I mean, you just wouldn't say it in real life, would you? You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't dream of it. It wouldn't even enter my head to begin with.
They wouldn't have the gonads to do it.
But these people who are saying it's okay to go for people's children aren't parents.
Yeah,
You know?
most of them are not parents.
So
Correct.
like, they haven't got that maternal or paternal feeling that we have when it comes to our kids, and we will fight to the death for them.
I was just about to say that what they don't realise is the parents will fight to the for them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said the word. Sorry, TikTok shop.
But the thing is, why kids aren't on the app? Why are you even going for kids?
Because they know it's a
Why are you
weakness for
going
every
that low?
parent.
Guys, I want to drop down, but thanks for having me. And I do agree with most of what everyone said. I need to go feed my kids now.
Right, Top Girl.
All right.
I've got
Don't you
Eddie.
think this app has got worse though since Dan come on it?
100%.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
what do we do to try and make it better?
Nothing we can do, love.
We can't enable it. Get rid of him.
Well, if his own so-called friends are
behaviour.
going to enable it, then what can you do? You can only keep speaking up and hope somebody, enough people move away from him. You know what I mean?
You've got someone
If
there
we could
sat
get
laughing
one
and
off.
joking and encouraging it. It's going to make it happen even more.
I mean, none of us are perfect, but fuck's sake, what comes out of his gob is definitely far from it.
Stop supporting him, for God's sake.
You just don't support that shit, do you?
Yeah, but when it turns to them, they don't want to look to us.
Yeah, well,
support
there
them.
will come a day. There will come a day where one of them will need the support because of someone like him going at them. Well, you know what? You're probably going to lose a lot of that fucking support over a period of time. But when you keep fucking, especially when you're backtracking, well, like I said, look, for me, big names, big creators have communities, and have big communities for a reason, because people expect something from them, i.e., at least to defend their communities. And if a man like that is going around this app and saying the stuff he's saying and doing the stuff he's doing, and they cannot even stand for members of their community because they don't know, you know, just Anna, you were a part of Red's community or Luke's community or Alex's community, my community or whatever, because you go in there and you share your time with them. So you're part of that community. If they're not even prepared at this moment to stand up and speak up against somebody like him, that is one of the most toxic people I've ever seen on this app, the most vilest person I've ever seen on this app with the words that come out of his mouth. If they cannot even stand on business right now, why do they deserve that support? Why do they even deserve the income they're making from that? They don't deserve a fucking penny. They don't deserve any support. They don't deserve fuck all when they can't even stand up for members of their community, because it affects members of their communities.
I totally agree
There's
with
a fuck all.
And when they're saying all these things, whether it be kids or traumas or whatever, the people that support you are in your lives. Do you not think that the majority have been through something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's acceptable because it's just me, or it's Chippy, or it's Alex, or it's Top Girls Kids, or whoever. You're saying it's acceptable.
I'm a member of the. I sit in Reds, right? So I go for me personally, right? I sit in Reds. I sit in Luke's a lot, and Alex's a lot. They're the three main ones that I sit in. I go in other people's as well. So am I not a part of their communities? So when they're dragging my kids and he's calling my kid a CUNT and a BASTARD or whatever he will call it,
That was bad.
should not Red and Luke be standing there and saying, absolutely not, I cannot be friends with a person like that? Of course it should be. Of course they should be. Because I'm part of your community. And that's my point. Your communities, you don't know who he's saying this stuff to. They could be part of your community. You get paid for being that leader of them communities. Why should you get any fucking further support from anybody when you cannot defend individual people because you want to back away because you don't want the shit? Fuck off, you cowards. Just cowards.
But what did you get, Chippy? I'm disappointed in you, Chippy.
Who got?
Do you know what I mean? Like, not disappointed in the person that fucking came for Chippy who said the absolute sickest things about his kids. You got, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah. I got called 40 face, what? Because I stood up to Cockapoo. Because she's a shit stirrer behind the scenes. I'll keep saying it. You're a shit stirrer, Cockapoo.
Yes.
You're nothing but a shit stirrer. All right?
No.
You're a troll and a shit stirrer.
I agree.
And you're going to get more of it now,
disagree.
because I'll tell you what, I am not going to defend any fucking one of you anymore. I'm not going to back off what I've got to say anymore. No, if he can say what he fucking likes and can do what he likes to them levels, then I've got every right to stand here and say, fuck you all. I'm going to speak whatever. There'll be no more fucking messages. Oh, I'm going to have to speak on you. Or any messages, well, I might have to say this. Or, oh, I do apologise for having to say that, but I had to say this. No, there'll be no more of that shit. No, I will fucking stand by myself and I will say what the fuck I need to do. I will go back to the old ways. I've told you this before. I am not going to sit here and allow these motherfuckers, sorry, apologise, TikTok shop.
Right.
I am not going to sit here and let these people keep doing this shit and affecting people and allow people to be affected the way they do without me having to say something, because you can see how angry I am inside. These people annoy the hell out of me. Absolutely annoy the hell out of me. And I don't think they deserve any fucking support at all when they are not even prepared to stand up to that little pleb. Absolutely I don't.
Well said, Chippy. Well said.
My biggest issue with it all is the constant, oh, we'll get off the app then if it's triggering you. Get off the app then if it's upsetting you. No, fuck right off.
You've got every
We
right
are
to
the
be here.
ones- we're the ones that make this app. Without us, you haven't got any supporters. You haven't got any money coming in. We are the reason TikTok exists. And just because we might be little or have little rooms, our voices still count and our opinions still count.
I'd rather have a small room of nice people than a fucking big room of shitheads.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's our Nana's room.
There's Luke.
Got something to say to me, Chippy?
Yeah, absolutely fucking loads.
Go on, off you go.
Have you backtracked on this damn thing now?
I backtracked on fucking nothing, you mouthy
Well, I've just
cunt.
been told you've been backtracking on it.
I don't give a
You're all
fuck. You
don't
mouth.
coming in
You
shouting
come and
at me,
speak
little
to
man,
me,
because
you
it won't
mouthy
work.
cunt.
Doesn't work, Luke. Fuck off. Doesn't work. Don't come shouting your
come
mouth
here
up at me.
shouting your
Because
mouth
you do
up.
not
Shout what
fucking
the
scare
fuck
me,
you
Luke. You
want.
know that.
Pardon?
You know you don't scare me, so don't shout at me, because I'll shout louder.
Off you go then, shout.
I don't need to shout if you're talking.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
No
please.
problem. Keep muting me. I'll do it on my own live. Get your fucking facts straight, you
Well,
bald
I've
cunt, before
fucking
you
been
come to
told
me.
you're all
You
backtracking and
fucking
you're all going to
idiot.
back away
You're
from
a
me.
fucking
Look after your
mouthpiece.
communities.
Don't sit there
Fuck off,
thinking
Luke.
you can give it to me.
Fuck right
Do something
off.
about it, you fucking
Fuck right
dick.
off.
You're a big
Luke, you
Fuck right
know
off.
better than Dan
Fuck right
now.
off.
Shut up.
How about that, Luke? Fuck
Can we
right
please
off.
respect
You
Nana's
gobby
room
little
and
twat.
talk
Sitting there
normally?
The lot of
messaging
you, I'm fucking
think
coming
you
for the
can
lot of you now.
fucking
Fuck
message
you.
me, you fucking div.
Fuck
Think you
off.
can say, yeah, backtrack.
You're a
Luke.
backtracking motherfucker. Fuck
Oh,
off,
no.
you coward.
Go fuck yourself.
Coward.
You're the
You're a coward.
Oh my
Luke,
God.
Coward.
answer just Nana's question, please, Luke.
How can I answer when you? I'll do my own
Stop
live
it now,
live
Luke.
now. But
Do it
hey,
now,
I've got no
please.
respect for you now. Keep fucking muting me, but don't mute that dickhead that
Guys,
comes.
stop muting him.
I'm not muting you. Who's muting you?
Who's muting it?
Oh, for
Now it's
fuck's
got
sake.
removed.
Not me.
Stop Please stop muting.
It ain't me. I ain't
It
done
wasn't
that.
me.
I muted him first time.
Chippy's got a restriction now as well. Oh my god. Stop muting.
God, that will help to let
You
me
and
know.
I went done well.
I'm gonna drop down. See you on later.
See you,
Bye,
Kieran.
Okay, Kieran.
You?
See you soon, Karen down.
Oh,
You were acting no better than Dan then.
That was horrible. He came in before when it was just Nana in here.
Just let Kieran speak a minute. Are you okay, sweetheart?
Can someone get me then?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it, Karen. Calm down.
That was awful.
Horrible.
He's come in just to have a go at Chippy.
I muted him the first time because he came in shouting his mouth off like that. Who does he think he is?
Oh, he thinks he's the king of the TikTok.
No, but he came in before when Nana was upset and he fucking just left.
Of course he will.
Where
We
now?
don't
Because
care.
Chippy said something, he's got to jump in the box.
All I wanted to do was answer Nana's question that she's been asking for 2 days.
Yeah.
You just proved yourself, Luke. You can't come in and just have a conversation. You've got to shout and scream like you're a big man. You're not a fucking big man, mate. And you can go spat your lives up and drag me all week if you want. I don't give two fucks. You know why, Luke? Because you've proved your fucking self. You're backtracking on your bullshit. You don't want to support your communities because you want to keep out of it. Fuck off. Fuck off, Luke. Don't give two shits. That goes for anyone any fucker else that's got out to say and all.
I see
Give a
Miss
shit.
Red's unblocked you as well, as she just, Nana.
Well, I'm guessing she must have unblocked me to come in.
What I want to say is, Luke, I think you're aiming your energy at the wrong fucking people here. I'm going to be honest with you. And you know me, I'll chat to you. But at the end of the day, Luke, there's things I don't agree with. I think you've so totally aimed your anger at the wrong fucking people. Chippy ain't fired up alive, absolutely rinsing you to shreds today. I haven't fucking slagged you off. You know what I mean? Madness.
I've had my say on what was said about and backtracking. I'm fucking too right. I've got every right to say that. But you know what it is, Luke? Drag me all fucking day. I don't give a shit. Drag me all day. I'll just drag you back. How's that? That's what you want. That's what we'll do.
The thing is, there was no need for that. No need for that at all. You were saying how you was feeling. Why aren't you able? Oh,
They're just going to keep reporting me because they're cowards. They don't like me speaking because they're cowards. I'll jump down.
You only said the truth, Chippy.
Are you okay, Nana?
I've got freaking headache.
no, I'm pissed off because again, they've come in again. It fucking makes me laugh. So we get called the worst things on this app. We all get dragged on here, right? And they're all now standing with him, the one that's the worst person on this app, and came in shouting at Chippy. Where was that same energy for him? Where was the same energy for him?